Hello viewers, this is Sentai Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called The Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult limit. Once again, because of the new YouTube rules, I have to say this again. So basically, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording if you're over 18. Now, once again, I have to say this one more time. If you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change some adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. Audio podcast recording. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into the latest episode of Ryusoulger. So basically, the episode starts off at the Dreadnought space. Watcher was kind of feeling pissed off that, since Prices has his heart in the car. So basically, Watcher's kind of frustrated that, ever since Watch stole his heart and put it into a car, Watch is kind of pissed off at Price from taking his heart and placing it in the car. So basically, Watch is saying that, he doesn't feel like he's self by his heart. So basically, Watch swears that, no matter what, he will get his heart back from Price. So basically, Creon said, don't worry, don't worry, I'll become a monster monster to help you get your heart back from Price. So anyway, meanwhile, somewhere in the city, we see Cole, Ashura, and Bam, in a training session that was being run by Melt. So basically, Melt was leading a training session with Cole, Ashura, and Bam. So basically, everything was seemed to go well, but there was no signs of Toa or Canal. So basically, a few minutes later, we see Canal running to try to meet the others to join in the training session that was being led by Mel. And that's when Canal saw a pretty woman walk by with two ice cream cones. So basically, he stopped. It's like, maybe that pretty woman, maybe that pretty woman could be my future wife. So basically, Canal tried to talk to the girl, and that's when the girl tripped on something, and one of the ice cream cones was about to fall to the ground, but Canal managed to catch the ice cream cone before it dropped to the ground. And the girl named Saki, the girl who had the ice cream cone, her name was Saki. So anyway, Saki gave Canal for saving that ice cream cone for him. And and Canal was like, wait a minute, this ice cream cone is for somebody? Yes, it's for him. So basically, turns out him is Toa. So basically, we see Toa took the ice cream cone from Canal and gave the ice cream cone to. So basically, sorry. Anyway, so basically, Saki took the ice cream cone from Canal and gave it to Toa. So basically, it turns out that Saki, the ice cream cone was meant to Toa. So basically, the girl Saki was hanging out was eating ice cream with Toa, and Canal was like, what the hell is going on here? So anyway, while that was going on, Creon showed up with a new Minotaur monster. I don't know this Monster Monster had some was very fast, had super speed and shit like that. So basically, I call it the Speed Monster Monster. So anyway, the Speed Monster Monster has super speed. So basically, so the other showed up and started to fight the Monster Monster, Route Tora, and Canal. So basically, the Monster Monster was too fast. For him, and so basically, the Speed Monster Monster and Kuon got away from the Ryusoulger. So basically, the others was like, why did you? Was wondering what the hell cat what the hell was was wondering what the hell was Tora and Canal what they needed them. So basically a few minutes later, back at We Started Lab, Canal explained why he was late, helping, explaining why he did, explaining the whole situation and whatnot. So basically, a few minutes later, back at We Started Live, Canal was explaining that, the reason why he didn't show up and why Tora didn't show up. So basically, Canal was telling the others that, Tora was hanging out with this lady, with this girl named Saki. So basically, looked like, and Tora assumed that, maybe Tora was on a date with this girl Saki. So basically, but I don't know for sure. So basically, kind of was presumed that, that Tora was on a date with this girl Saki. So basically, I don't, that's what I feel. And that's what I think that was going on. So basically, Cole and others wanted to make sure that they wanted to make sure that Tora was okay and whatnot, and to ask Tora why he didn't show up when the Monster Monster attacked. So anyway, the others went to go find Tora and get his answer why he didn't show up, and confirm what Canal was saying about Tora being a dick is true or not with that girl Saki. So anyway, meanwhile, somewhere on the rooftop, we see Partius on the rooftop, just staring at the city, and that's when Warts and Creon showed up with the Speed Monster Monster, and they talked, and Warts used the Monster Monster to try to get the card that Partius had his heart in, but the Monster Monster fell and got the wrong card. So basically, Partius said that, if you want your heart back, all you got to do is destroy the Ryusoulger, and Partius disappeared. So basically, Wart tried to use the Monster Monster's speed to try to take the card with his heart trapped in from Partius, but the Monster Monster failed and got the wrong card. So basically, and Partius said that, I'll get you your heart back if you destroy the Ryusoulger. So basically, with no choice, Wart had no choice but to do what Partius said, destroy the Ryusoulger, and he gets his heart back. So anyway, Cole managed to catch a. So basically, we see. So basically, with Tora was talking to Saki. Seems like Saki was having some difficulties, but so basically, was talking to Saki. That she was having a conversation about responsibilities and whatnot. So basically, Tora was talking about his responsibilities of him being a real soldier and whatnot. So basically, and that's when Saki left, told Tora that, I'm gonna leave, I'll be right back. So basically, when Saki left, and that's when Cole showed up and started to talk to Toa. It's like, can I say you was on a date with some girl named Saki? And Toa said, well, I was not on a date. So basically, Toa explained that, so basically, he was growing up, in his ranger form and whatnot, and he got started when he demorphed. He got started by Saki, and Saki took her, and so basically, when Toa was done warm up in his ranger form, he demorphed, and he got started by Saki, and he dropped his Ryusoul that he used to transform it. Saki took the Ryusoul and asked, and if you want your Ryusoul back, I want you to be my bodyguard. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, that's the reason why he didn't show up to help the others, because Saki has his Ryusoul that he used to transform into his ranger form. So basically, I had to be her bodyguard, and that's when she and that's the reason why I didn't came to help you guys, because she has my Ryusoul. Without my Ryusoul, I can't transform into the green Ryusoul Ranger. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, Cole was like, so basically she's holding your Ryusoul so basically, if you want me to, me the others can get your Ryusoul back from her, but tell Cole, don't worry, I got it handled. So basically, tell Cole, don't worry, I got it handled. So basically, let me, handle this situation. So basically, and Cole was like, okay. So basically, and that's when Cole said that, ask Cole that, ask Cole that once we defeat the Dreadnought forces, after we defeated all the Dreadnought forces, what is your plans after we defeat the bad guys? So basically, Cole's friends I want to see. I want to go travel around the world and see, see new places and shit like that after we beat the bad guys. So basically, alright. And Cole was like, why? Because, Toa said that I was running the same thing. I always wonder, after we beat the bad guys, I was wondering what I'm going to do after we defeat the bad guys, being the Dreadnought. So basically, that's the reason why he asked Cole that question. So anyway, Cole went to go tell the others about Toa's situation and whatnot. So anyway, he went. So Cole went back to Respawn's lab and told the others about Toa's situation, and that's when we say that Saki, that's the name of the girl, and tells us that Saki is a famous racer, a famous sports car racer. So basically, turns out she's supposed to be on a race tour for the next year and whatnot. So basically, turns out the girl Saki that has Toa's Ryusoul is a famous sports car racer. So anyway, after we explained to the others that that Saki is a famous race car racer and whatnot, Bam, who was not at Respawn's lab after Cole told the others about Toa's situation, and we told the others about Saki being a race car racer, was looking for Toa, and that's when he bumped into Watch, and they start to fight. So basically, that's what the others. So basically, that's when the others got contacted by them that he needed help with work. So anyway, meanwhile, we see Saki. Saki was like felt kind of bad that she's running from her responsibilities of her being a famous race car racer and whatnot. So basically, she felt kind of bad that she felt kind of bad that she's running from her responsibilities and also having Cole's Ryusoulger and taking. So basically, Saki was feeling kind of bad that she's running, that she's, that she is running from her responsibilities of being a famous race car racer and also taking Toa's Ryusoulger. So basically, she decided to go find Toa and get Toa back and get Toa back his Ryusoulger, but that's when Creon showed up and started to try to take the Ryusoulger, tried to take Toa's Ryusoulger from Saki. So basically, the others showed up. So basically, the others showed up to help Bam out to fight Watts and the Mindful Monster. So basically, things was not going very well for when the others showed up. They morphed up and they started to fight Watts and the Street Mindful Monster. Things were not going very well for them. So anyway, a few minutes later, Toa found Saki. Toa found Saki, and Creon managed to steal the Ryusoulger from Saki, and it turns out that the Street Mindful Monster it came from Saki's negative emotion. So basically, the Street Mindful Monster that Creon made was from Saki's negative emotion. So basically, the Street Monster that Creon made came from Saki. So anyway, basically, Toa was trying to do his best to try to get to Saki, but Creon said if you try to get near me, I will hurt this girl. So basically, Toa had no choice but to do what Creon said and get beat up by the foot soldiers. So basically, Toa had no choice but to do what Creon said. And get beat up by the foot soldiers. So basically, Creon was trying to make her feel bad to make the Mindful Monster to grow and shit, while the others were fighting the Street Mindful Monster. So basically, Mel came up with a cover idea and told Cole to use the Max Ryusoulger claw to track so basically Mel came up with a cover idea to use the Max and told Cole to use the Max Ryusoulger claw to come up with a strategy. So basically, when Cole transformed into Max Ryusoulger Red and used the soft cell and the mid cell to make the ground to turn the ground into quicksand. Therefore, they managed to attack the monster by using the missile and the soft missile on it. They used to basically. So basically, when Cole transformed into Max Ryusoulger Red, he combined the Mist Ryusoulger and the Soft Ryusoulger together, therefore making quicksand that tracked the Street Mindful Monster, and therefore they managed to attack the Mindful Monster, but it was too late. The Mindful the monster monster was already grown. The speed monster monster already grown through size because the Creon making Saki feel bad. So basically, monster monster feeds off the host, off the hosts that they come from negative emotion. Therefore, the speed monster monster grow monster size and whatnot already. So anyway. Toa came up with a clever strategy, and he managed to get his Ryusoulger back from using the gravity Ryusoulger to get his Ryusoulger back from Creon and save Saki. Saki passed out after being drained of her negative energy, after being drained from from the monster being monster sides and shit like that. So basically, Toro joined the others, and together they formed the King Dynamite Megazord and took down the Speed Monster and saved the day. So basically, after Toro and the others took down, used the power of the King Dynamite Megazord to take down the King Dynamite Rex Megazord to take down the Speed Monster and save Saki's life in the city. Toro. Toro and Saki had a conversation that Saki said, I'm going to go back to my race tour. So basically, even though this tour is going to take a year, but I promise to come back and and see you again. So basically, I hope that you wait for me. So basically, Saki decided to go back to her race tour, and promised that and promised to come back and see Toa again. So basically, and Saki was hoping that Mel will be here waiting for her. So basically, Toa said that I would like that. Don't worry, I'll be here waiting for you once you come back to from your race tour. So anyway, for your racing tour. So anyway, Saki and Toa, said goodbye, and and Mo headed back to Wii Sports Lab, and asked so basically when Toho headed to Wii Sports Lab and asked the others, once you beat the bad guys, what you guys want to do. So basically, Arthur said that, I wanted to go around the world and try different foods, and Kanao said, hey, that's easy, find a woman to be my wife, and Bam said that until the monsters, until the bad guys defeated, I don't know. So until then, I can't say. But I know right now, until the bad guys are defeated, the only thing I'm looking for in the future is that, it's defeating the bad guys. So basically, that's some code I was saying that, whatever the future holds for us, one thing is sure that, for right now, the only goal is to take down the bad guys. So basically, right now the only goal is to work together and take down the bad guys, and they all agree with that. So basically, this is how the episode ended, where all the researchers agreeing that the only goal for right now is to take down the bad guys, and then go ahead with their future plans. So basically, this is how the episode ended. That's how the episode ended with all the researchers agreeing that the only thing that matters right now is taking out the bad guys and making sure the Earth is saved once and for all from the Dreadnought forces. And this is how the episode ended. So with all the researchers agreeing that the only thing that matters right now is taking out the Dreadnought forces and making sure the Earth is safe from them once and for all. So basically, that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this episode was a good episode. So anyway, this was a good episode. So anyway, well, what do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it okay? Was it just, nah. Please let me know what comes below this podcast. So anyway, like always, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews. Sign off. 1,